Hello, everybody. What a game of football today. Arsenal won, Palace nil. Um, guys, before today's call, I was threatened behind the scene. Jamie said I must have to give him his kudos for his accurate prediction. He said we were going to eat. He also said that Eze will be the guy to score, and he predicted 1-0. So yes, kudos to
Let
you,
it
Jamie.
out.
It's definitely working out.
It all
with
worked
some,
out, brother. It all
with
worked
some,
out for him.
with some Chaka Chan shot
Yes,
on
sir.
target.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, I like to know, man, what was your overall assessment of the game? And I need you to be very honest. We're all hyped. We're all excited. 4 points, top of the table, 6 points ahead of City, 7 points ahead of Liverpool. That made my Sunday. That made my weekend. But generally speaking, I thought there was some, just it was a lethargic, slow start in the first half. But generally, it's all about you, Jamie. What did you think about the game?
Yeah. Thank you for having me today, Diego. First of all, it wasn't a pretty game. It wasn't. But we all need to understand something. At this stage, last season, we got a draw.
Yeah.
At this stage, at the Emirates, we came. It was 2-1. Eze scored the first goal. We came back. We scored 2 goals, and Mateta chipped our goalkeeper, and 2-2. We were all heartbroken.
Right.
So today we got a result, but it wasn't a pretty game. And I remember last season we outplayed them. We had more shots, we had more possession, we had everything.
Yeah.
But they got a draw, they got a point from the Emirates.
Right.
This time around, we were like, hell no. And then again, it's understandable because some of our creative players who can change the game are injured. Odegaard is injured. We have Noni Madueke out. These 2 players are 2 creative players that can really change the game. If Saka is struggling, if Eze is struggling, we have Odegaard that can enter the game and change the game. If Saka is struggling, we have Noni Madueke that can come in and change the game.
Yeah.
So we are struggling a bit with scoring open play goals. But like I said, set piece again. We are deadly when it comes to set pieces, and I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit. Like everybody understands the assignment. Gabriel is gonna knock that ball, to whoever that can slot it inside the net. I don't care how we score the goal. Just get a win, get a dub. That's all we care about right now.
Right. So when it comes to set piece again, and I'm gonna just piggyback on what you just said with set pieces. I hear rival fans, predicting that style of play drying up. That hasn't dried up the last year, and so we're still waxing stronger. We're still getting ways and creating different ways of scoring set pieces.
Right.
Are you now worried that that is something now we are now sort of depending on when games are not going our way? Because I said that to say, if you noticed in the first half of the game, it looked like they had like 5 midfielders in the middle of the pitch, and that didn't let us have enough creativity. That didn't get us opportunities to break the lines, to play our normal game. The midfield was choked, and they sort of had this mid block waiting on us to make silly mistakes with the passes, and we can tell that the first half was a bit shitty because we couldn't even string 4 to 5 passes together, and then they will capitalize on that and they just flood our attack. Are you worried that we're solely and we're overly dependent on set pieces going forward?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Like I said, we have a lot of players on the injury list. We have players like Gabriel Jesus, we have Kai Havertz, we have Noni Madueke, we have our captain Matt Odegaard. These are players that they've scored open play goals. They have scored everybody in the EPL. Open play goals. You can't make this up. This is a fact right now. And I'm not worried, like you said, about us scoring from set pieces. We are going to get it right. Odegaard, what's his name? Our striker, Victor Gyökeres. He gets better every game. You could see how the defenders are playing him. You could feel his impact. His link-up play is excellent at this point. Our wingers, they are going to get better. Martinelli, Saka, Trossard, they are going to get better. They are going to get us those goals. But as it seems now, the defenders, the midfielders, everybody's working hard. Everybody know their role.
Yeah.
We are very good at set pieces, and also because other teams, they know that we're very good at set pieces, they defend very well, just so we don't get a corner kick or a long throw. So
Yeah.
they tend to defend excellently well. How many times did Mitchell drive up to cross the ball today? We didn't see that.
Mm.
Munoz, who happened to be driving up, roaming that wing,
Yeah.
as a right back, he did none of that.
Yeah.
He stayed his ass back in his half almost throughout the entire game. So these are the things, these are improvements that we've made.
Yeah.
Whenever we play a team now, they know that we are going to come out. And like Ateta said about Jokeres, one-on-one, he's going to destroy you. You
Mm.
can't leave him one-on-one. They played 5 defenders today. In
Mm.
case every Arsenal fan might be wondering, the game wasn't they played 5 defenders today.
No, that's
Look at
their
the way.
usual gameplay. That's that
It's
the
their
game.
usual gameplay, yeah,
But the
but
thing is that
but
we didn't have their wing backs roaming up and
exactly.
on the
They
pitch. Yeah.
played their usual gameplay is having those 3 defenders, right?
Mhm.
And their wing backs
Those
moving up front, but
yeah.
they couldn't do that today. So the wing backs sat back, and it was 5 defenders at every given possession for
Mm.
Arsenal, even for them as well. So
Mm.
it was tough for us to create an open play goal. Well, the minute we noticed that, we had to take our set pieces seriously.
Yeah.
Saka was pulled out in the 65th minute for a
Yeah.
reason.
Did you think that had anything to do with injury or?
It had nothing to do with injury, nothing, absolutely nothing. It was stemmed from the fact that they had 2 players on him at every single time. He couldn't break them.
Mm.
Only back passes, side passes, he couldn't do nothing. And
Yeah.
I think I tried to switch up something a bit, right? At that point, we were leading. He was like, okay, let me bring in Martinelli.
Yeah.
Defensively, I know Martinelli can contribute and also offer whatever Bukayo Saka was offering at that point. And
Yeah.
he almost scored a goal as well. So brilliant from the manager, brilliant from the lads. My worry today is that we
Taliban.
allowed a shot on target.
Did we actually allow it? Was that a shot on target? Because in the group,
Yeah. Nketiah had
that was
he
a
had a
cross.
touch. He had a touch before David Raya grabbed the ball. He had a touch.
Well,
So you can count that as a shot on target.
Because I was asking the group and I said,
Right.
did we consider any shot on? Nobody's talking about goals anymore. The question is, did we consider any shot on target? That's the question I asked. Because in the last 3 games, the West Ham, the Fulham, and now Crystal Palace,
Yeah.
there hasn't. For me, I don't know. I'll confirm what you just said now. Check the stat board to see if there's really a shot on target.
Oh
But,
yeah. I believe that was a shot on target. I mean, he was smart enough. Raya actually was smart enough to grab that ball the way he did. Usually, goalkeepers punch the ball out, right?
Yeah.
But I think grabbing that ball, yes,
head, yeah.
exactly. So
can we talk about Raya for a second? Raya has, for me, been an unsung hero in this Arsenal shirt. Raya knows when to join the back 4. He knows when to leave his line. He knows when to move aerially, and he knows when to trust his back to centre backs to clear the ball. Has he been another clean sheet? I mean, I think this should be his 9th clean sheet so far. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But the clean sheet is now looking ridiculous. It's looking like it's something normal.
Right.
And I don't think we've given him enough props. Raya to me is world class. And again, people keep asking me what's your definition of world class, and I'll say if you're top 3, top 5 in the world, you're definitely world class. I don't care if you want trophies or not.
I agree.
Please, what do you have to say about David Raya?
Fantastic piece of goalkeeping today. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. I mean, we used to pray for times like this. I remember when Ramsdale came in, we were like, oh my goodness, we have another decent. Yeah, so
there's nothing better than Ramsdale.
Nothing better than Ramsdale. And then David Raya, when he came, everybody was like, hell no, Ramsdale is better. But we didn't know that we had a world-class goalkeeper coming into our ranks. It only took him a couple of games, and he's been a fan favorite ever since he stepped in. He's fantastic. I think right now he's the best. He's the best in the world. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. I don't see anybody better.
You don't think Donnarumma, Thibaut Courtois?
No. Donnarumma, don't get me wrong. Those goalkeepers are fantastic. But what Raya can do with his feet, none of them can do it. None of them.
Fantastic distribution.
Yeah. None of them can do it. I mean, watch the game today. Watch our games this season. You will see for yourself how fantastic he's been. And if Liverpool is struggling today, one of the reasons why they're struggling is because their goalkeeper is out, the
Well,
Brazilian.
that's debatable.
You
There
see,
has been so many things
you
that
might
hasn't
you
added
might
up.
you might think his
I,
cover up
I think
as did the
there are a variety of reasons. Isaac is not kicking the Egyptian
apart
king.
apart apart
Salah
apart
is not
from
kicking the
apart
center
from
back.
Isaac and a lot of their players. Do you remember when beginning of the season everybody were like, who is going to stop Liverpool? Now everyone is like, who is going to save Liverpool?
Yeah.
So you see how quickly things can change.
And then, but the thing is, I never really thought that they were playing so badly. But I guess the mental part of football is now wearing on them, and they're now panicking over.
They don't have a balanced team. You can't spend
Yeah,
that much. You can't spend that much on your attack, and you neglect the defense. Those wing backs are not it. You let Trent go for free, and you're bringing in who? Jeremy Frimpong.
Jeremy
You
Frimpong
can't have. He's a
was
good player. He's a good player, my brother. But you can't have a dwarf in the Premier League playing right back. My bad, Jeremy Frimpong, man. I love you. But, yeah,
anyway. Anyway, let's
I was just trying to paint a vivid imagination.
no, no, no,
You
no,
can't have
no.
someone of that size. He's going to get bullied. He's
Yeah,
going to get bullied, obviously.
we
You
have
remember
someone
when?
similar. You have someone similar like that in your circle.
I mean, clearly he's not strong, and that's why he has been sitting on the bench. I know he's
Yeah.
injured. He wasn't on the team sheet today because he got injured in their last yesterday. Sorry, he got injured in their last Champions League outing or something like that. But apart from that, their defense, has been shocking.
Did you watch the first episode of Haaland's documentary?
No,
Where
no,
I think you should
no. I
watch it.
don't. I don't like Erling Haaland. I don't like him. I'm not watching anything pertaining to Erling Haaland.
But anyway,
And
we must just end by saying
I
thank you
still haven't
to
forgiven him for what he did to Gabriel,
and
throwing
what
the
he did,
ball,
what
like
he
you
said to
said,
Arteta.
and what he said to Arteta. So
Me
screw
and
you,
you,
Haaland.
me and you both. But we must end by giving a big shout out to Matt Cash. He his goal
Oh
is a
yeah,
get.
they lost today, and he scored
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only goal.
yeah. He scored the only goal. So thank you, Aston Villa. Final thoughts. Before your final thoughts, should we be worried about Bournemouth or Sunderland, or is this just the initial IGG, initial gra, and
No, no. I
you
mean,
know, should we
I
be
don't think
thinking?
Bournemouth and Sunderland can do what Nottingham Forest did last season, and they ended up what, sixth or seventh, whatever.
I mean, it's not
They
sustainable.
can't right now in world football. They don't even have the depth. They can't go all the way. But I
Yeah,
like what they're doing. They're putting on the fight. Of course, Sunderland with the way they're playing, they are staying up, maybe top half of the table this season. And Bournemouth, they might get a European spot, but definitely not Champions League because by December the schedules are going to be there's going to be a lot of football to be played, and you get to fatigue will set in, you get to
yeah,
tire out, then you don't have the quality you have starting the game on the bench.
yeah.
If you look at clubs like Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, Chelsea, we can afford to rest our back four and start a different back four the next three games, and we'll
Do
still
you think
win games.
Saliba is injured?
It might be a knock.
Mm.
It might be something. I don't think it's anything serious, but we'll hear more after the
Yeah.
game.
Our next game, I don't know if you've checked. Let's see. Is it going to be? I think Burnley. Let me
Yeah, I
confirm.
don't think our fixtures are not that crazy. Our next three,
Yeah,
4 fixtures are not that crazy.
I
So
think.
even if he's injured, we can afford for him to sit out the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
three, four
Burnley
games.
away. So yeah, we're going to play Brighton in the Carabao Cup, and then we're going to play Burnley away. So I think Mascara can still do a job in those two games.
Yeah,
So yeah, and then
and let's not
hopefully,
forget Hincapi. Hincapi too should be able to play that Carabao Cup as
yeah,
well.
he's going to definitely have probably play Hincapi, Mascara, and then MLS Miles to Skelly. We call him
Right.
Skelewu now. His new name is Skelewu. Oh man, thank you, Jamie, for joining. It's a massive win, and
Yes,
long may
sir.
you continue. I can get used to no shots on target considered. I can get used to clean sheets. I can get used to Raya bagging three Golden Glove Award 3 years in a row since he joined Arsenal. I can get used to winning, even if it's a scruffy win, even if on the days where we don't play well. So I'm highly elated. we used to pray for times like this.
Cool.
And hopefully, Liverpool Man City keeps losing, and we
Yep.
keep capitalizing on that loss, because this is not unlike Arsenal capitalizing on our rivals' losses, and they're just grabbing the 3
Oh
points. On
man,
a
we are
normal
playing our
day,
own game right now. We are
yeah,
playing our own game.
we are on our own level, and
Yeah.
the boys have
Yeah, we're
matured.
not looking at anybody. Whether you win, whether you lose, that's your business.
Yes.
All we know is that any game we are walking into, we are getting that 3 points. That's all that matters to Arsenal Football Club right now.
Oh, definitely, yes. But I won't check the table till January. Thank you, Jamie, for joining, and good luck to you today. I know you have a big day today, so congrats and God bless.
Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys.
Like, love, share, subscribe, support us. I beg, please show love. I beg. Thank you, guys, and I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.